I'm an ex-Google alumni. I can help people with working with paid ads across different platforms. I can help you strategize your digital campaigns. I can go ahead and help you with getting your business from 0 to 1 with respect to AI, whether it is content creation, lead generation, conversion optimization, getting the maximum out of your inputs with respect to marketing with AI or otherwise. See how easy it is for me to go ahead and overwhelm you, to confuse you, to piss you off, for lack of a better word, and have you all over the place and make you hate me in just a second. Do you see how easy it is for me to go ahead and overwhelm you, to confuse you, to piss you off, for the lack of a better word, and have you all over the place and make you hate me in just a second? I started spitting everything I had, and then I started sounding desperate because and that's unfortunately what most of the businesses do in terms of anything with respect to marketing. So what do you do otherwise? If I figured that this could work, do not sell, but empower them. How do you empower them? I can go ahead and ask you to go ahead and sign up for my newsletter, which you wouldn't because you have already enough email in your inbox. I can go ahead and offer you something for free, but if it is not appealing to you, you will not be going ahead and signing up for that as well. I can go ahead and tell you all sorts of stories, achievements that I have done. At the end of the day, what is in it for you? How is it going to help you? So the better alternative that I have found to deal with potential clients, it could be anybody that you have who is a potential client. And the moment they stumble on your social media profiles, on your websites, on your YouTube channels, if all we ask them is to go ahead and buy something, to do this, to do that, what is in it for them? So the best way to counter that is to go ahead and empower them in terms of put the control in their hands and say, this is all the control that you have, and you could do anything with it if you want. What you could do is you can go ahead and create a custom GPT which is trained enough. When I say trained, I don't mean the hardcore training the AI model. What I mean by that is the model should be able to, the custom GPT should go ahead and answer very, very simple basic questions in terms of what you're able to do, in terms of how you can handle the questions. You need to predefine the conversation that you would otherwise have had with this guy had he been interested, with this guy or girl had he been interested in your business. So you program the custom GPT in such a way that it goes ahead and has all the answers and it has all the questions more than anything to go ahead and help these guys figure out, try to understand what is it that you can do for them should the time come. So the best way to do that is to hook them, or to hook, there has to be something of value that you have to offer to your audiences. And once that works, when people have finally decided to go ahead and stumble upon your profile, do not sell them, do not get busy by throwing them off guard and by catching them off guard and giving and dumping everything on them. Empower them by giving access to your custom GPT, where they can go ahead and understand what is it that you can help them with, or if you can help them with something at all. So the best way to do that is to go ahead and get a custom GPT in place. So what we are going, right? So the way that is going to work out is by logging into your chat GPT. You will see something called as custom GPTs. So you go to explore GPTs. There are already a lot of GPTs here, and you can go ahead and create a GPT and you can start naming it, right? So you can name it as, here is how, see if I can, okay, the best way, you can get creative here. You can say, see if I can help you. And what the description would say, I have nothing to sell you today. I have nothing to sell you today. I'm here to help, right? I am here to help. Right, and then take it one step ahead and say, why don't you let me ask you a few questions and see if we can be friends, right? I am an AI marketing consultant otherwise, right? So you can just get you can just get a lot creative if you really want. You can just correct these things. So if you look at the the output and towards the end, you will be astonished to see how crazy it can get and what a good experience that you will leave your potential visitors with, than dumping and overwhelming, than going ahead and than selling things onto their face and ask and screaming out buy. This is the best thing that I have found. So here is a conversation starter, right? Now, what is it that keeps you up at night with respect to marketing, right? Or you can simply say with AI, because that is where a lot of businesses are struggling with today. You can go ahead and ask this, right? So once they go ahead and answer this question, you can go ahead and define your entire custom GPT. You can configure this to understand, or for the custom GPT to go ahead and use information about your business, about your services, about your case studies. You can go ahead and upload a set of PDF files here that can fetch information from this, should there ever be a necessity. So otherwise, you go here and say configure. So otherwise, you will go ahead and customize your GPT in such a way that this should always be the first question, right? And then you will copy paste this here, and then depending upon what the visitor answers, please go ahead and proceed with the following questions. At no point in time should you display all these questions at once. You show them one after the other after the user responds with an answer that is relevant, right? So the next questions can be, as I said, I have nothing to sell you, but should there ever be a time you need help, or you can keep it simple, but if you ever need help with marketing, here are a few ways I can help, right? Now, display these, which is, I can be your AI powered ads management expert consultant, right? Second can be, I can help you with getting the maximum out of your content efforts with AI. I can help you with lead management or lead generation, conversion optimization, AI video, or anything that you need help with, right? Now you can say, you can also look at our case study here, and you can ask us any questions, right? Only after the, or you can say, for tell me if you need to tell me if you want to know more about a case study where we helped a business scale to 10 million USD, right? Now, only if the answer, or you can say type case study in quotes to know how we helped a business scale to 10 million USD, right? Only if the answer to the fourth question is case study, display the following case study, right? And you can say this is our case study, and you can also upload the case study in as a PDF here so that they can go ahead and ask any questions, and the system will start answering their questions with respect to the case study, right? So this is how you have built your custom GPT. And if you want a lot of coding, etc., you can go ahead and create a new action item. If you want to integrate with something, if you want to go ahead and get a little technical, please be my guest and play with this. But I'm not going to show that now. I'm simply going to say create a custom GPT. You can share it with others if you want, but now I'm going to keep it internal. So I'm just going to say only me, and I'm just going to save, right? Now, once this is done, let's see how this works. Now this is the URL that you can share. Now, what is it that keeps you at night with respect to marketing or AI, right? I struggle with content. Now, when you type that, our content struggles can be a real challenge, whether it is creating enough of data. Tell me what is the biggest pain point for you with content. Do you see that how it is playing along with you? I struggle with videos. Right? Videos can be tricky, but there's such a powerful thing. Blah, blah, blah. Is your challenge with scripting, filming, editing? Now I'm going to say all of them. Right? Do you see how you have gone ahead to aggressively selling people something that you have to a situation where you're just putting them at ease? They can go ahead and interact with your bot. Like they can get all the questions clarified without any hassle, without you judging them, without you getting pissing off, without an obligation, without you getting pissed off, without an obligation that they have to buy something from you, and things like that, right? So you can tweak this a little to go ahead and you can have words like do you want an audit, right? Would you like an audit? You can keep prompting and playing around with the prompting questions to get the most out of it, right? For any reason, if they go ahead and put in case study, see what happens. Here is our case study. This is how we help business to get to 10 million. Da, da, da. This is actually making stuff up, but you can instruct that to go ahead and not to make stuff up, but it can go ahead and fetch it from the folder or from the PDF that you upload. It can go ahead and ask the question, and then it can answer those questions. Now, do you see how you have gone ahead from traditional, old school, aggressive, boring, intimidating selling to going ahead and putting the control in the potential user's hands, where you can simply go ahead and start interacting with your bot. And this is the best thing that can ever happen to your business, because whenever he wants to go ahead and have a few questions, now when you're strange that when you stop selling things to people and start helping, it is the best form of selling, in my opinion. So instead of aggressively selling and making those videos about buy, you can simply make this custom GPT, have it there on your social profiles, or include that as a footer in all your posts. People will inevitably start interacting with your chat GPT, with your custom GPT, and start converting more for you. Thank you so much, and thank you for putting with me through this video. Cheers.